Right, hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Marvel Contest of Champions. It has been a while since I've done a video, but I thought that this video is the perfect video to record. It's like my first video in a while. So, as you can tell, we are ranking up Odin. It's going to be insane rank up gameplay video, and I can't wait. Let's just get into it. So where is he? There he is. Rank 3, 6-star Odin. My first rank 3. Done. Done. It's done. It's there. Perfect. Right, let's level him up. This could take a while. I might have to use ISO from other classes as well. Oh, I'll take that. Almost press sell there. Let me filter for, let me filter for that first. And then tier 5. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I won't have to use other classes. We'll see. So, oh yeah, it already selects it. I'm so used to the old one, like the older version, where it was like you had to select it every single time. Also, he's not moving up much in the PI, is he? I suppose he's only level 23. Also, I've decided not to use the green screen because I couldn't be bothered to set it up. If I've got to be honest, I really couldn't be bothered. So that's why I haven't got the green screen behind me, and I've just got my room. I don't know whether that's gonna be a thing. Like for live streams, I use a green screen, and then for what do you call it? For videos, I don't use this green screen, and I just have my normal background. Okay, so we don't have any. I guess I could use some tier 4. I mean, I don't think it's gonna do much. Oh, I don't even have yeah, I don't have any more. Okay. So let's use the rest of these. I know, sacrilege, but still. Come on. Got a little while to go yet, so I think he's gonna be around 13,000. Maybe? Like 13,300? Right, so let's filter for tier 6. There we go. How much is that going to be? Oh, close. Yeah, around 13,200. Let's have a look. And he's not awakened as well, so you got to remember that, because that's, I think the awakened ability will significantly increase his PI by quite a bit. So what? How much do I need? 4 more? Yeah. 3 more. Oh well. Right. So there we go. Yeah. So that is my first rank 3. My first rank 3, 6-star. Let's give him a spin. I can't wait for this. Right. So we're gonna go into Realm of Legends. Do a couple of fights here, and then we'll move on to Labyrinth. So he is officially my strongest character now. We're not using any. Oh, let me just put these in. I don't really need that. Alright. We'll put 2 other characters in. Is there anyone that would be useful? Not particularly. I mean, I put some crit in. Yeah, put some defense in anyway. Might as well. That'll beef up the PI quite a bit. Yeah, so I don't need to activate that. So we're going to go through as much of Realm of Legends as we can, and then we're going to jump into Labyrinth and see how we do. So this first fight we have the Odin sleep mechanic, which is going to give him a significant increase in his damage output. We didn't bring the Mangog synergy, because I want to test him without that, just for today's video, and then maybe on a stream or another video I will put the Mangog synergy in there with him. But yeah, 4.7k crit on a medium is pretty good. But this isn't where the damage is supposed to be, but he's doing pretty well considering. He's done like 30 hits, and he's got Winter Soldier down to 81% health. That is insane. I could skip it. I don't feel like skipping it. Such an awesome special 3 animation. Right, so we stunned him off before that, so we can go straight in. Okay, let's get a heavy. Yeah, I was going to say, I want to avoid him doing that special 2 if I can, because I want to stay close to him. We're getting some really nice crits, actually. Very nice crits. Right, let's see the special 2. 105k. Know that the bonus damage is based off the amount of health the opponent has. so on Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk, that should be insane. 105k. That is ridiculous. 70 hits. 70 hits, guys, to take out Ram of Legends Winter Soldier. With Odin Sleep, of course. But yeah, that is... that's insane. Right, let's go for the next one. We'll see how far we can go. Now, this one doesn't have the Odin Sleep pre-fight. Why am I combining words? Right. Let's focus up a bit here. 5-hit combo special 1. Nice. Can I reparry here? Yes, I can. The block proficiency is really good as well. I mean, the damage output of these Ram of Legends opponents isn't great, to be fair, so you can't really test block proficiency against them. But it's still pretty low numbers that they're like managing to get through the block. Right, so we haven't stunned her. Okay, that's nice. Let's get a heavy off. Okay, we couldn't go straight in, yeah? Couldn't do that yet. So special 2. I kind of want to dex before it. Yeah. Then I get an extra buff. 105k without Odin Sleep. I don't understand that. Sometimes you get like the same amount of damage on the bonus damage, like the direct damage on that special 2, with and without the Odin Sleep mechanic, which is interesting. But I did have the extra buff there. I did have the dexterity. I think this will probably do it. Yeah. How many hits was that? I wasn't even counting. I wasn't paying attention. How many hits was that? 72 hits. So he's doing pretty well in this content, right? And again, most of his damage is from that special 2, and it's based on the amount of health that the opponent has. So we're going to try this. Now, this isn't going to be a great matchup because I think we're going to have a distancing problem because of the Unstoppable. And that special 1 does push you quite far back, which means I won't be able to maintain my my buffs as well. There's still a chance, though. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, there we go. Alright, nice. Yeah, here we go. So I can't get the energize unless I knock him down. And I can't knock him down, obviously, when he's unstoppable. Okay, I've lost 2 of my buffs, but I think they reapply on the special 3, so that's good. We do have the class disadvantage here as well. So that's another thing to note here. Oh, I didn't get the bonus damage. Oh well. Alright, we'll skip it. Oh! I can hear the sound effects, they're still going. Right, so I want to get the reparry here so I can knock him down. Okay, perfect. I probably shouldn't have done a full combo there, because I would have managed to catch the dexterity there. But that special 2 was still pretty good. It was 90k damage on top of however much that spear attack did. No. Damn it. Okay. Oh, I thought I'd managed to get that in there, but I didn't. How much was that? What? That is insane. Right, if I can get a parry here, that'll be useful. Otherwise my buffs are going to run out. Alright, there we go. So we still don't have the dexterity, but this is going to do another 90k damage. Just a casual 90k. And we're still on 86% health as well. There we go. Overkill. So the spear attack's doing about 16 to 18k damage, right? Which is pretty, like, meh. it's sort of meh damage. But then you see the damage after that. With the, big red numbers, basically. And it's absolutely insane. And on shorter fights as well, you don't want to use the special 3. So you want to basically cut off the rotation as soon as you get 2 bars of power. So you still want to do a special 1 and get the energized, I think. Not the energized, sorry, the true strike and block proficiency buffs. Oh wow, okay. I thought I was further away. Because look, yeah, 74k. It still does a lot. It still does a lot of damage. There we go. Without the extended buff duration and potency, I think, on that special 3. But the special 3 is nice to have in longer fights. Alright, hopefully we can parry before... There we go. And we got the damage bonus as well. Rhino usually has like a really, really high health pool. Or just like high resistance to damage in general. Especially awakened as well, so... I'm just going to block that so I don't lose my energize. 89,000 damage. 89,000 damage. What is that? Didn't catch the dexterity. But either way, 28k crit. Just on the normal spear attack. It's pretty good. I'll take it. I will certainly take it. The one match that I am worried about is Scarlet Witch. The rest of them would be fine. I think Wolverine would provide a few problems as well with that regeneration. Because he doesn't apply debuffs to the opponent, Odin. And he doesn't have any sort of heal reversal, so you just have to out-damage him. And I don't think Odin can out-damage that regeneration. Because, again, most of its damage comes from that special 2. Which means you'd have to get to the special 2 every time. And by the time you get to the special 2 again, I think the regeneration would have procced by then. Just from you hitting Wolverine. So. But this should be a pretty good fight. Storm isn't known for her health pool, so... Or isn't that what you want, actually? Do you want a higher health pool? So that you get more damage? I don't know. I mean, this is Realm of Legends, so they all have pretty high health pools, to be fair. Okay, that was risky. 8k non-crit on those heavy attacks though. That's really good. Right, let's keep it going. This is without boosts, this is without suicide masteries, and without the Mangog synergy. He's doing 105k damage without the Mangog synergy, which increases your direct damage on that special too. I can't remember by how much. I'll check that probably at the end of the video if I remember. But the base damage isn't actually that bad either. And obviously the Energize contributes to the combat power rate. So your power gain is just off the charts. And yeah, that's the end of that. This is all without Odin Sleep, by the way. Let me just go over that. So, Odin Sleep. At the start of the fight, the attack. Yeah, at the start of the Odin's first fight as an attacker, and every fight as a defender, he gains the Odin Sleep effects. And when Odin's teammates win a fight, at the start of Odin's next fight, he will also gain Odin Sleep's effects. So Odin Sleep grants an indefinite aptitude buff, and you can see how that would be useful. I mean, it increases the potency of all of your buffs, and then you can stack that with your special 3. You can stack that to a maximum of 2 stacks, I think. And obviously you've got the increased buff duration, which means it won't run out. Although I don't know if you can reactivate his buffs if they're nullified, which is a problem with Odin, so you don't want to use him against nullified champions. Anyway, so that increases his buff potency by 15%, and yes, it does say a maximum of 2 stacks. And then when either Odin or his opponent are knocked down, he gains an Odin Force charge. And with 2 Odin Force charges, the next attack with the Odin Force effect will consume all Odin Force charges and trigger a bonus effect, i.e. the heavy attack will trigger extra Energize buffs, which is what you saw in the previous 3 fights, I think it was. I think there was, no, 4 fights. But I wasn't able to do it really really well with Juggernaut, because you can't knock him down because he's unstoppable. So you have to find a way around that. Basically, you have to play a bit slower, which is not great if you're using Odin, because then you're sort of constantly trying to maintain the buff duration and refresh your buffs. And if you're in one of the longer fights, then you probably won't be able to get to a special 3 without losing probably half of your buffs, which is the only problem there. So the heavy attack, like I said, on hit gains an Energize buff, increasing combat power rate by 10% for 10 seconds, the maximum of 1 stack. However, when he has the Odin Force effect active, on hit he gains an Energize buff for each of Odin's unique buffs, increasing combat power rate by 5% for 10 seconds. So he's getting an extra 35% combat power rate on each hit, which is just insane. And it's very good with certain nodes as well. While in striking distance, pause the duration of all of Odin's personal buffs. At the start of each fight, gain an indefinite fury buff, increasing attack rating by 3000. And that has a maximum of 2 stacks. So his attack is 2000, so that increases it by even more than his own base attack. It's insane. And then at the start of each fight, gain an indefinite armor up buff, increasing armor rating by 2805, the maximum of 2 stacks. And you're doubling those numbers if you have 2 stacks, of course. So that is a lot of damage and damage mitigation as well. On the special one, you get a True Strike buff, ignoring armor, resistances, auto block, and evade, which is very good for the utility. And when Odin Force is active, on activation, gain a Bulwark buff. I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. Increasing block proficiency by 700, but he does have a high block proficiency anyway, and that lasts for 10 seconds. So all of his buffs do have a decent duration to them. However, you do need to keep them there. So you can't get too comfortable with the duration of the buffs, because if you're not paying attention, you will lose the buffs and you will lose a significant amount of damage in your fight. So you do need to pay attention when you're using him. On activation, Pause the duration of special buffs on Odin until the special attack ends for the special 2. The last hit deals a burst of direct damage, not energy damage, so that doesn't count, I don't think, for Human Torch, because if it was energy damage he would get Smolder. However, this special one, the last hit on the special one, will give him a Smolder charge, because that is an energy based attack. Each hit of direct damage. Oh, okay, hang on. Let's see. So, okay, so it scales with his unique buffs. Okay, so it scales with his buffs. And then it has an additional 25,700 damage max. That is insane. Dealing 2.75% of the opponent's max health. So the reason I was able to get to 100,000 damage is because not only is my damage being amplified by the Fury, and especially when you have Odin Force, it has the Aptitude as well. Both have a maximum of 2 stacks, so that's increasing your damage a crap ton. And then you've got your direct damage scaling with the amount of buffs that Odin has, which is why you want to increase the amount of buffs, and ideally you want to get a dexterity beforehand. So if you can sort of dex and then throw a special 2, sort of interrupt the opponent's combo, that's the ideal rotation there. And then of course you are dealing 2.75% of the opponent's max health minimum, and that is, all of that accumulated together will obviously give you your damage at the end of that special 2. Gain a copy of all personal buffs Odin has gained at any time during the fight. So this will duplicate your armor up, it will duplicate your fury, your aptitude, your precision, I think it is. And I think it just refreshes the True Strike and Bulwark buffs. Oh, nice, 20%, perfect. And obviously this is really useful. And it refreshes all the buffs as well at the same time, I think. Although it doesn't state that for some reason. With the Odin Force effect, you gain an extend buff, which increases the duration of all future buffs by 25% for 15 seconds, with a maximum of 1 stack. So you can't stack this buff, which would be way too OP if you could. But the fact that you can increase your duration by 25% means you can sort of chill, I suppose, for the rest of the fight. As soon as you've got that buff duration being extended, then you don't have to fight to maintain those buffs, as well as obviously fighting the opponent. And this lasts for 15 seconds as well, so it lasts for a very long time. All of these buffs can be refreshed by the special 2. You have your counter to evade, auto block, and the rest of it with True Strike. You have your increased block proficiency, so if you miss a parry you won't take too much damage. And that is with the Bulwark buff. So all around he's got loads of utility, but it is all dependent on buffs, as most cosmic champions are sort of dependent on buffs. So he's definitely fitting in with the cosmic class there. Odin can place a crossfight ability on the next fight from the pre-fight screen. So you've got Thrudstock, or Thrudstock, I'm guessing that's probably how you pronounce it with the accent. Each fight you gain an indefinite aptitude buff. So this is a crossfight ability, which is basically a pre-fight ability given by Odin to another teammate, like on your team. So yeah, so you gain an indefinite aptitude buff, which will increase all of your fury, armor up, and precision buffs by 15%, increases their potency. You've got the Draupnir pre-fight, which gives you an indefinite protection buff, preventing the loss of more than 15% of max health from a single source. But that doesn't work on special 3s, which is fair enough. And then you've got Stormbreaker, which gives you indefinite shock resistance, increasing your shock resistance by 90%, which is extremely useful against opponents like Red Skull. If you get caught by that special 2, it's useful against Hulkbuster. Just by hitting him you take shock damage anyway. and it's useful against the EMP modification node. I think it's EMP modification. Hopefully I'm getting that right. But it's very useful against basically all shock matchups, because you take, what, 10% of the original damage you would have taken from that shock. So it is extremely useful. He's very, very good to have on the team. And then I'm just going to scroll down for the synergies. So you can pause it if you want to check out the individual synergies. Because this is a 6-star, so you're not going to get any more synergies than this. Right, so let's go back in. So I want to test it out against the next two. So I want to test it out against Vision, and then test him out against Black Panther. And then what I'll do, I'll jump in against Red Hulk. And then maybe in another video or stream, I will take him into some Act 6 and muck around in Act 6 with him. See how much content I can get done. But I am planning on doing some Act 6 streams soon-ish, I suppose. Okay, just making sure not to get caught by those special attacks. So I am planning to do some streams there, so I'm guessing I'm going to use Odin for those. Alright, so we're going to hopefully get to a special 3. Nope. Alright, so we got to dodge this special 2. I'm pretty sure he's going to do it now. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So we've got the 2 Odin Force charges, which means we're going to get the extended buff duration, and we're going to copy all of the buffs and refresh them. So there they are. Okay, so it doesn't refresh them. Oh, that's why, because it applies the True Strike and Bulwark buffs itself, and then the energized buffs just stay as they are, or as they previously were, rather. Okay, I'm not doing very well here. There we go. So we got maximum amount of buffs there. Class advantage, 105k damage without the Odin Force. So that's without the aptitude, the double aptitude rather, which would be just ridiculous levels of damage. And that's that fight done. That is 53 hits. 53 hits for Realm of Legends Vision. Remember, these are Realm of Legends opponents, but this is a rank 3 6-star, so I'm expecting, you know, a low hit count for someone who has only a 5-hit combo. Because there are champions like Spider-Man Stealth Suit, for example, who have a 7-hit combo, I believe. I think it's 7 hits, yeah. So you can't really go off the hit combo meter. Oh. Wow, he moves fast, doesn't he? Nice. Okay, so we're going to push for special 3 now. I don't know how I'm not getting caught by these attacks, by the way. It's like right in front of me. Nice. Can we get a parry? Perfect. Wow, that did 6% of his health. That's quite a lot of damage. Right, I was hoping I'd get a parry here. That's fine. Also, Realm of Legends opponents don't have the special 3, so that's something you've also got to take into consideration. Because if you're baiting out special attacks and the opponent doesn't want to do special attacks, you will lose all of your buffs, and it's not a good time. So you do have to make sure you're staying aggressive, and just hope that your opponent plays ball, I suppose. Which is one of the, I'd say one of the 2 downsides of using Odin. Because the other one is using against nullified champions, he's just useless. Like, you really can't use him. But other than that, I don't know whether to say beyond God tier. He does have a lot of utility. He doesn't have any immunities, however. And he doesn't give himself the shock resistance. So he doesn't have any immunities or resistances. However, he does have an insanely high health pool and damage output. He does also have high block proficiency. He has armor. Okay, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do that one. He has armor. He has precision, so he gets a lot of crits. And he has the direct damage, which I don't think anybody has immunity or resistances against in the game so far. To direct damage. So we have the Odin fight ability here. This is without boosts. This is without suicide masteries. And it's a rank 3 6-star Odin who is unawakened as well. So we'll see how well this goes. I think this all depends on my performance as well, though. I think that's mainly me. If I screw up, then it's going to make Odin look bad. But look, we're taking 0 damage from those parries. From that, because of the armor up and the bulwark buffs. And his own block proficiency. And then the power gain from those hits is just insane. Like, almost 4 combos, and we're back at we're at a special 3 rather. Okay. And we're still at 100% health as well. So we are 32 hits in, and we've taken 8% of Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk's health. It was probably smarter to bring in, look at that! Practically no damage. So this is one of those instances where if they don't use their special attack, I'm going to lose all of my buffs. And it looks like that's how it's going to go. Yeah. Or maybe not. Okay, I managed to refresh them. 200,000 damage! I'm sorry, what? 200,000! And that was without the dex as well. That was without dexterity. So, I'm not afraid to take some block damage here. We're getting lucky as well. But 200,000 damage per special 2 is just ridiculous. That is insane. Right. So we're going to try and dodge this special 2 here. There we go. I thought we had a special 3 there. Oh well. Let's take some block damage. We might lose our energize, but we can... Oh no, we're not losing them. Okay, that's good. But that special 2 is doing, what, 10% of Realm of Legends, Labyrinth of Legends rather, Red Hulk's health. And this is without the Magneto pre-fight. So I'm doing this without like a normal stun. This is why I'm taking the block damage. Although it's not much block damage. Like, since I took those hits, I've not really lost any health. Which is insane. I think one more special 2, and the fight is over. And because I've got True Strike as well. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Because I have True Strike, the opponent can't evade either. So Labyrinth of Legends opponents cannot evade. I would not suggest banking on Odin though, like solely Odin, for Labyrinth of Legends of opponents, because they do have like magic and they have some champions that are sort of like curveballs in this mode of gameplay. But 98 hits, considering I wasn't playing amazingly there towards the end, we still had 56% health left, despite taking, how many hits was that? 7. So we took 7 hits from Red Hulk. Can we check how much health he had? No. Like how much damage he had, rather. But yeah, so the special attacks just did insane amounts of damage. And I think, yeah, that's a finishing blow, so that doesn't give an overview of the damage there. But 200,000 damage without the Mangog synergy. Now, I'm going to check out the Mangog synergy. So, where is it? So, we go to Champions. We're going to go to Mangog. Where is he? There he is. Let's go to Info. Let's go to Synergies. And then let's go to Odin. So, Odin, when dealing a burst of direct damage using a special 2 attack, the damage threshold of each burst is increased by 150% of Odin's base attack rating. So you're not only scaling the damage with 2.75% of the opponent's max health, not the health they have, maximum health, you're also scaling it with your buffs, with the Fury, with the Aptitude, and the Precision, especially if you get a crit, oh my god. And then you've got 150% extra damage from your own base attack rating. And then of course you have other synergies which can probably increase attack, like just using different teams and different characters. And I think he has a synergy with Angela, which increases attack. Am I right in saying that? Let's have a look. I mean, you get 10% bonus attack on the final node of any quest when you've got the synergy with Hela. But the one with Angela, oh yeah, so that's with Hela as well. So you get 5% You get 5% buff duration for each fight the team has won on both Thor and Hela. And then you get 5% buff potency for each fight the team has won for Loki and Angela. So Odin doesn't actually benefit from any of those, which is fair enough. And you can get extra buffs with the Heimdall synergy, because if you dash back and hold block for 1.5 seconds, you get a perfect block buff as well. So not only have you got Bulwark, you've got Armor Up, and you've got your own block proficiency, but you then also have perfect block as well, also adding another buff, which is more damage on the special 2, which is just insane. And then that is it for the... I think that's the maximum amount of damage you could probably get if you have Heimdall on the team. Get your perfect block, time it with the special 2, so you want to use the special 3, get to the special 2, dash back, hold block for 1.5 seconds, and then dex and use a special 2. That's the maximum damage output you can get if you got the Mangog synergy out of a rank 3 6-star unawakened Odin. Now the awakened ability, for anybody that wants to know, is as follows. So when either Odin or his opponent is knocked down, if the opponent has any of the following buffs, Odin gains a corresponding buff lasting 10 seconds with a maximum of 1 stack. So you get a Fury buff, increasing attack rating by, what was that? 278 to 832, which is pretty good. So you're getting an additional attack there. And then you get additional armor, you get physical resistance, energy resistance, and critical resistance. So you get a decent chunk of that, and obviously that scales with the signature ability as well. So with 200 level 200 sig ability, these are going to be pretty strong buffs, especially that Fury buff, which will increase your damage output exponentially. But unfortunately I don't have him awakened. But this is my first rank 3 6-star. I'm so hyped. I can't wait to use him in some actual content, in maybe some variant or some max 6. But if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more Marvel Contest of Champions videos, and just gaming videos in general. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.